Good. I'm hiding from you. Good afternoon, you guys. My name is Marlene. This is Marley Grace Creations. And tonight I'm making over a tray, which I just used to hide myself from. You didn't. Anyway, I am remaking over a tray that belongs to my sister-in-law. And it just needs a makeover. So that's what we're doing. Hey, Ava. So this is going to be a little bit of a reverse. Instead of a stencil, and made the monogram or the design. Hey, Carlene, how are you? With my Cricut. So it's going to be gold, but the monogram, the personalized part in the center, is going to be the color I painted her furniture, and that is called Stormy Seas. So as you can see, it's kind of a grayish bluish color. When it dries, it's really dark. Hey, Ava. Hey, Margaret. It's really dark. So I've already got the outside, like one coat of gold. You can see I've already got a little bit of gold on there. And it's going to dry a little darker than that gold. But instead of waiting until everybody hopped on and just getting all that gold, you know, painting all that gold, I thought I'd get a jump on it for you. Hey, AB and Diane. Hey, Nancy. Sorry. That was my daughter. She'll just have to call back. So anyway, what I'm going to do, she has bluish gray in her living room, and she's trying to add a little bit of gold accents. So I suggested that I bring this tray home and give it a makeover. So I'm doing great, Diane. I hope you are. So, hey, AB. So what I'm doing is, I've already got some gold around the outsides. And I'm going to take this color and paint it on the inside. And then I'm going to take the monogram that I cut out, put it on. Then I'm going to paint the whole thing gold. Then I'm going to pull off what I put on. And then the gold, this is going to be underneath. So it's not stencil, it's a reverse. So anyway, you have to really think about what you're doing, or you're going to get it backwards. So what I'm going to do right now is go ahead and get some of this on this part. And it doesn't need to be the whole tray, because what I'm putting on here is not covering up the whole tray. So this is going to be the color of the monogram when we're all done. It's going to come from underneath. This Stormy Seas is a beautiful color. I painted a cabinet for her to go beside her couch. And I've got one more cabinet to paint with this. And it turns out to be, it just goes with a lot of stuff. I've painted quite a bit of furniture with this. I think it needs to be stirred up just a little bit more too. I'm glad you did too, AB. I tried not to come on so late. I've got a class that I need to take in a little while, and I won't get it all, but I'll get the gist of it. I think it'll be fine. And I thought you guys might enjoy seeing me do this while I make over her tray. And this weekend, I'm going to be in an event on Saturday, I believe, at 6 o'clock my time. Spelled your name. You make, Oh, that's okay. That's okay. Choppy. What's choppy, AB? I'm choppy? Maybe it's because I'm moving. I don't know why it does that. You know, it never ceases to amaze me anyway. Thank you, Stacy. You guys share this to a friend. If you can think of somebody who you might like to enjoy that hasn't been on my page, especially if they have, it's okay. And invite them to come and watch. Enjoy watching you do anything to bless your heart, Diane. I'm glad you do. You know, I love sharing it too. Sometimes it's fun to be in my craft room and just do something in the quiet. But I've gotten so used to you guys coming on and wondering how you are and making sure everybody's okay. It's really crazy that I have never met you guys in person. Hey, Pinky. But during the day, you think about, wonder if they're okay, wonder if Nancy's still in the hospital, you know, wonder if AB got enough sleep last night so she could work today. I have a couple of friends who have insomnia, wonder if they were able to work, you know, because of no sleep and all kinds of stuff. Every other word. Oh, no. Is it still doing that, AB? Is it for everybody or just AB? Is every other word chopping up? Hey, Terry Prince. How are you? You guys, is every other word choppy or is it just for AB right now? Because if it's just for AB, she might have to go out and come back. If it's for everybody, I don't know what to tell you. Not you? Oh, no. Good for me. Fine here. AB, it might just be maybe your connection or I'm not sure. I think you're the only one. Maybe you want to go out and come back in. I don't know. Okay. I guess I've unplugged this at some point. Hold on just a second, you guys. I've got this whole side over here unplugged. That's what happens when you decide to vacuum your carpet. You have to pull everything up. Okay. Now we're cooking with gas. We'll go back and come back. I honestly am thinking it's just you. Hey, Rita, you're clear? Good. Or I'm clear there. I've got to get this real good and dry because this stencil that I cut out to put on this will not stick. And if it doesn't stick really well, then it's going to go under it. And that's the last thing I need for it to do because I don't want to have to touch it up. So I'm a hot mess. I've been outside playing ball with the dog in my clothes, in my dress. I'm trying to keep up with Terry and Amy. My dogs are getting big too. Bigger and bigger. Every dog I get, it's bigger, it seems like. Good for you too, Rita. Good. And Ann seems it's good for you. All right, you guys. Let me get this paint. This is chalk paint too. This is by Dixie Belle. It's called Stormy Seas. What's on here, this color right here, is called Stormy Seas. I love this color. It blends with almost everything. It's not green, and it's not gray, and it's not blue. It's a little bit of all of that. Hi, Sherry. Hey, Debbie. Seems better now. Yay. That's horrible. And you know, almost every single time, especially, well, not as bad. If I put it on YouTube and watch it, it's pretty good. But if I go back and watch the replay, and I try to do that in case you guys have comments, I end up getting completely, like, what I see I'm saying is not what I'm saying. It doesn't line up. And so I have to kind of take my finger and catch it up or something. I'm glad you are too. Okay. This is just about dry. I might need just a little bit on the center part because once I do this, I can't go back and touch this up. I mean, I could, but it'd be really difficult. Hey, Diane. But what I was saying, I have an event Saturday, and it's Memphis Bells. There's a whole lineup. That poster is on my page. And so there's going to be crafters from 1 o'clock on up until 7 or 8 o'clock at night. I can't remember, but I think my time is 6 Eastern Standard Time. And we have to use metal. So that's the only hint that I can give you. Oh, good. Good, Elaine. I'm glad. So that's the only hint that I can give you is metal. But some of you might can guess what it's going to be. But I still can't tell you if you guess. So let me get just a little more on the center part where I know this is going to go. Did everybody do something fun or relaxing yesterday? I actually went to bed early last night, and I don't do that very often. Hey, Vicki, did you get your packages yet, ma'am? You can see the rust now. Rust? Maybe, but not intentionally. I'll put it that way. But I'm going to do it outside. If nothing happens, if the weather's bad, I'm going to have to find something else to do. But if the weather's not too bad, I'm going to be outside Saturday. So I've got somebody helping me with the video. That's looking better. I believe the coverage is good. Hey, Stacy, can't tell you. Even if you guess it, I can't tell you. You're just going to have to wait and see, because that'll ruin it. I'm just not allowed to. All I can tell you is the theme is heavy metal, and it has to be metal. And it's not the thing I planned in the beginning. I'll do that as a different project. Oh, you guys are guessing bike. Huh. I actually was beyond frustrated, but learned with my frustration. What were you frustrated about? You know, the thing I get frustrated with the most is usually tech stuff. If I could just craft and let somebody else do all my busy work on the computer, I'd be such a happy camper. Abby, what were you frustrated about? Hey, Brenda, how are you? I've got to get this good and dry. It can't be damp at all, y'all, but it's about to get there. I got napkins mailed off today, except for 3. I still don't have addresses, so I'll just hang out until they show up. Hey, Susie. Hey, MJ. Okay, this is just about to get dry, y'all. I promise it is just about dry. And then I've got a whole lot of gold to put on this, but when it comes off, it's going to be so pretty. This is kind of an odd combination, but it's going to be beautiful in her living room. Okay, let that cool just a second. What you making? I am going to spruce up and personalize a tray. This belongs to my sister-in-law, and I was over there today, and she was saying, well, I like these curtains, but I want those pillows that color and whatever. I'm like, let me just take your tray and fix it. She's like, okay. So it's going to be gold on the outside, and that's only one coat, and this is going to be the monogram kind of part the personalized part, and then the whole thing's going to be gold, and then I'm going to pull the monogram off, and so it's going to look like it was stenciled. It's just kind of a reverse. Hey, Joyce. Tech puts me in break. Oh, it makes me crazy, Nancy. I looked and looked and looked for something today and couldn't find it. I had to call a friend and say, uh-oh, about to lose my stuff. I had to call a friend and say, can you share my page and fix this? And she's like, I'll try. She fixed it in 2 minutes, and I looked all day. Could not figure it out. Okay, this is what I'm making to go on that tray. This has already been weeded. That means take away what I don't want. This is going to stay. So I've got to get my transfer sheet on this, pull it away, put it on the tray, and then I'm going to paint over that. So now, I mess up these a lot of times. If I mess up, I just have to figure something else out on the fly, but I think I can manage it. This is usually the best way I get this down is to, let me put you guys down just a little bit more. Yeah, is that better? Yes, that's good. Okay, I'm gonna put this down and start going from this side over. It's not straight on the grids, but that does not matter. In this case, it doesn't matter. Okay, then I'm going to take my little tool, and I'm going to make sure that, oh, where's my clipboard? I don't know. Anyway, I'm going to make sure it sticks to this carrier sheet really, really good. And a lot of times when I'm doing something like this, I use contact paper from the Dollar Tree, either the wood grain or the pebbles or clear, whatever, because it's going in the trash anyway. But I always ask them, me too. Hey, Sue Ellen. Okay, so I want that to come off the paper and go on this vinyl. So that's our goal right now, is to try and get it all on here. Make sure it all comes up. Awesome, it's coming good. But in this case, I used a really good piece of vinyl. It's called Orcal, because I wanted it to stick really well, and I didn't want any goof ups because I don't have a chance to play right now, you know. Okay, so I'm going to take this and get it down as centered as I can. I'm going to stand up so I can look at this really good, because once I get it, it's kind of like a transfer. Once you get it down, you're stuck. Let's see here. Okay, I think that looks good. No, it doesn't. Now it does, and I'm lucky that I was able to pull that up, because a lot of times when you get something like this down, you don't pull it up. You guys can see, right? Hey, Leanne. Hey, Emma Kay. So what I'm going to do is put this down, and this is vinyl. I'm going to get it down really, really well so paint will not go under my edges. And then I'm going to paint the whole thing gold. Hey, Lisa. Actually, this is Lisa's tray. My sister-in-law just popped on. So now, if this works like it's supposed to, it'll stick. Might not. I'm going to make it stick one way or the other. I think I am. It's really hard because the paint's so fresh. If this paint were to cure a couple days, it wouldn't be a problem at all. And this is in little sections too. This is not one solid wreath. It's got a lot of little loose leaves, but it's okay. I'm just going to play with it a little bit. Hey, Dee Dee, you're excited? Do you like this monogram so far? I just went in her house and got ready to leave and said, here, let me take this tray home and fix it for you. Let me get this to stay down. It's really hard on this brush paint. It's going to take me a little bit of maneuvering, but I'm going to get it down before I'm done. Now, if you have stickers from the Dollar Tree, or you can cut out something on your own on contact paper or vinyl or whatever, you can do this with anything. You don't have to have a Cricut. You don't have to cut this out on a Cricut. It can be anything that you can put down and paint over, and then pick it off in a minute. I don't want it to stick so hard that it pulls my paint away. Now, if it does, I'll just have to freehand it, but I'm hoping not. This is loud. It is pretty. Hey, Florida, how are you? If I had have top coated this, it would have stuck better, but I kind of want the chalky look. I don't want the glossy look under there. I'm having to manipulate one leaf at a time. Okay, now that is one piece, so that'll probably stay good. Got a couple more little leaves on this side. Would you guys let your sister-in-law just come in your house and take your stuff and redo it? I bet you've got some sister-in-laws you wouldn't. Ta-da! All right, now I can save this and use it again. So I'm gonna stick this right back on there. Put it aside. Now I've got to make this stay down. All I'm doing is burnishing this down really good with my finger. You do anything you want. Oh. Pretty soon I'm going to paint another cabinet of hers too to match this. So she'll have a set. I've been married to her brother so long, she's not really my sister-in-law. Right, Lisa? Okay. Let me work that little crease out. Okay, I think we're good. Now we're going to paint over this with gold. And this might not make sense to some of you yet, but it will. I'm going to try and go like both ways because I don't want it to bleed under this, and I want it to get all the edges. And then I'll finish this whole top. It really wasn't necessary for me to paint this whole inside right here. Not really. But Sometimes if you don't paint a whole surface, you can see where the paint starts and stops, because they're usually, you know, where you stop paint, unless you feather it out, you've got a line there where you stopped and started your paint, and that you can never fix. So it's better to do this and be safe than sorry. Is anybody confused yet? We'll do your cabinet soon. And some of you at home that are watching me and you haven't commented or said a word, I need you to show me that you're here. Facebook only gives me numbers, credit, I should say, for people who actually hop on and make at least one comment. And, you know, you don't have to hang out and have a whole conversation. Just say hi and let me know you're there. And that's all. Hey, Terry. You're confused, Terry? Hey, Barb. I am... Just took a deep breath. Joyce took a deep breath. My daughter called and missed a few minutes. I'm confused. Okay. You won't be long. You won't be long, I promise. It looks like a hot mess, don't it? It will look like a hot mess for a little while. Hey, Francis. I wish you were my sister-in-law. Well, Pinky, I don't live that far from you anymore, girl. I used to, not anymore. Francis, did I see you just got 3,000? Was it you? I believe I did. I congratulated somebody a little while ago. And you just turned 62. I did see that. So what does your saying in the blue frame say? It's just some laurel. It's a laurel print, and it has a monogram M. So it's going to be a monogram in the center of this tray. The candy bars, they were fun. I've had a lot of compliments today on those sweet little snowman candy bars. They were so fun and so easy to do and cheap to make. We're going to do a mission trip not too long, and we're going to fill up backpacks. It wasn't you. Who was that? Maybe it was Tanya, Hummingbird Paintery. I know you did turn 60, right? The one over my shoulder. Okay. Which one of what is over my shoulder? Oh, this one, that. This is going to be a hot mess till I get these coats smoothed out and get them all so you can't see this blue under here. But it'll come together shortly, y'all, I promise. Oh, Tanya did. Okay. I knew one of you did. I started watching you both about the same time. This looks really ugly right now, y'all, but it's not, I promise. Don't go anywhere, because when I peel that off, it's going to amaze you. I did this. I painted a friend's tea cart. And I didn't tell her. I put the bird blossom flight transfer on the inside of it. I mean, on the outside of it. And that's what she chose. It was a custom order. And on the inside, I painted the drawer that pulled out on her tea tray. It was like a tea cart, you know, one of them older tea carts. And I did this same design, but I wrote her whole name in the center of the laurel. And when she pulled it out, she was surprised. Lisa, is this a color of gold you had in mind? You turn 70. You will turn 74 Thursday. Hey, Melody. That's what I was thinking. A hot mess. Terry, you're always so honest, but I'm glad you are. It is a hot mess. Isn't this awful? But it won't be. It'll be so pretty in just a little while. But it is a hot mess right now, but it won't be. You know, when you first put, I always call it ugly coats paint on the things, the first couple of coats. The ugly coat is the coats that you paint until it's not ugly anymore. Sometimes it's 1, sometimes it's 2, sometimes it's 3 when you paint furniture. I have painted some things that took 5 coats of paint, and I will tell you that is not too much fun. You're kind of over it way before then. It looks great. It's actually looking darker than when you start. Yes, it will get darker. It will get darker. This is a really pretty mustard gold. It's this is what I almost used, but see the difference? See how bright that is? It's kind of a marigold. It's called kernel mustard, but it is so bright. And I just thought that was too much. And I almost did it anyway, but added a little brown to it. And I thought, well, that's crazy. I've got this gold. Send me a picture of oh, I know. And Lisa, I almost did right before time for me to get on. And I couldn't. But I will. You're going to have them now. This color, Becky, is called Antique Gold by Americana. I love Americana paint. When I'm checking, this is always the gold I do my drags in. I hate to say that because it sounds like a, you know, it don't sound good. Something Francis was doing one night and kept saying something about, I forgot what it was, and I kept thinking, wow, she's going to keep saying that. And somebody's going to wonder what she's up to, but I can't remember now what it was. I got to get this dry, because if you don't, it'll just start pulling your paint back off. Been watching while talking, and hubby, he made it. Really? Your husband went to Dollar Tree for you? Well, how cool is that? I don't think mine would do that. Maybe. Maybe if he thought I was desperate for something, but... This is a really pretty tray, but it sure did need a makeover, didn't it, Lisa? Uh-oh. That's okay. That's on vinyl. You smooth that wad out. Y'all see how ugly this looks right now? Whoa, it looks rough, but it's not. That next coat of paint is going to make a world of difference. Yes, it did what? Oh yeah, it's used every day. And that's good. It's just paint, so this way you can, you know, if we don't like it, we'll just redo it. I did a beautiful tray last week, and it was real light shabby chic, kind of Victorian with lots of soft pink coral. It was so pretty. Okay, this is about to get dry so I can pick that next coat. Oh, Margaret, you know, if they're going to grumble, I'd assume they didn't do something. Wonder why they have to grumble. Wonder why they can't say, oh, honey, I'll be glad to. You know? Sure, I'll be happy to go there for you. Because you were so happy to cook my dinner, right? Or happy to wash my clothes. Okay, I think it's good and dry. A couple of little tiny spots. All right. Now, let's get another coat. No, it's mine. I'm not sure what you're answering to, but oh, this coat looks so much better. It's starting to get smoothed out. Y'all said you love to watch me paint. Well, you're getting to. I don't think this is the kind of paint you're talking about, though, is it? Hey, Becky, you made any molds lately? Becky's making some molds. Practice makes perfect, dear. Hey, Cherokee, how are you? I haven't seen you in a while. Hope you're all right. Yes, this is going to be hers. She's been working on redoing her living room and kitchen. It's kind of a combination a little bit. So it's going to be this color of bluish gray, her couch is, and I'm going to add a little bit of gold accents around. Painted a cabinet the color of the center, and it's going to be gorgeous when we're all done. I may even have to paint a lamp. Since I told you I had to work in the office. For you guys who were not on here when I started this, I made kind of a stencil out of my Cricut. So what, this is not actually stenciling, it's called reverse, I guess it would be called. I'm putting the paint on and taking the transfer that I created off, and it's going to leave the color paint underneath. So this tray is going to be gold, and it's going to have that Stormy Seas blue underneath. It's kind of a blue-gray, actually. It'd be gorgeous with this gold. And I may antique the edges. Hey, Penny. Let's see. I finished my birds on a branch mold picture. Haven't posted. Oh, I'm sorry about your sister. Was it expected? I mean, it's not good if it is or not. I lost my sister too. it's not, it's hard. That's a hard one. Or it was for me. But we grew up together and we're pretty close. Her life was something to be desired, but still it was rough. And this color's gonna deepen a little bit. Right now it might look pretty bright, but it's not yellow at all. It's gonna deepen a little bit. Let me cover up some more of this center. That's the important stuff. Oh, I know. Hi, Jennifer. That is a rough thing, I'm telling you. Had your sister been sick? Mine was completely unexpected. Oh, I remember you telling me that. That's rough too, taking care of all that. And you can't keep painting over this, painting over this, painting over this, because it needs to be wet. Because it's possible, if you let all this dry too good, it's going to pull all your edges up, and it's going to be really ugly. So when I get through with this, I'm not going to dry the whole thing because I want to get that up. I can dry the edges, but I don't want to dry where all that is. Because it's almost like the glue, the paint's gluing it down if you're not careful. Let me turn this around so I can see that side. It's starting to get there, y'all. And I painted one coat around the edges right before I came on, so y'all wouldn't have to watch me do all that boring stuff. And I'll just go over that after I'm all done. And then I'm not going to put a top coat on this tonight. I'm going to let it cure, and then tomorrow I'll put polyacrylic over all of it so it'll be completely washable. I might put dishwasher Mod Podge on it, actually, so it'll be food safe, washable, and all that good stuff. Okay, let me see what I need. I know I've got some dark spots. Let's see, I'm so sorry, but bless your grandchildren. Oh, I know. I need to do something real quick. Somebody told me how to do something, but I can't do it. Okay. Uh-oh, what'd I do? What'd I do? Am I still here? Yeah, I'm still here. Did I get dark? Did I just see dark, or did I get dark? I'm not sure. That was an experiment, and I'm not sure how it worked out, so. And nothing changed? Good, 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 good. Okay. I've got a little bit of dark around here. It's about to cover, though. Just about to cover it all up. I just don't want to get impatient and start taking my paint back off, you know. Because after I pull this off, it's going to be too late to start playing with it. I didn't change good. Because I deleted a pen and it went black. Completely black where I am. This is a really big tray too, y'all, so it'll take some patience. Okay, I think it looks good. I'm gonna have to dry around it because I can't be putting my hands and all that, or I'm just gonna, where's my lid to this? I don't know. Oh well, I'll just set it. It's on there. Oh, Cherokee, I'm telling you, my sister died, I don't know how many years ago, but you know, it's something, I don't know what it is about a sister when you're a girl, but it was, that's probably the hardest death that I've had to deal with. I know. I know. She had a little chihuahua who got up on this tray and ate and drank his water every day, every single day. I'm trying to get around the edges so I don't get my hands in it. And if I have to go back and touch it up, then I just will, I guess. Okay. Now, let me turn around so I can see what I'm doing so I don't pick the wrong places. Okay. The first thing I'm going to go ahead and get this M up. Okay, some of that paint came with it. I might have to touch this up. I hope not. Is it making sense now? You guys, is it making sense now? Have to be real careful not to scratch the blue and get it while it's still wet. Make sure I don't leave anything behind. See if I miss anything. You guys, give me some hearts over there on the side if you're loving this, if you're excited about. Okay, I'm gonna have to touch some of it up. I sure am, because I'm gouging it. That's okay though. I can take a little art brush and just touch up a couple little places, because I'm starting to see the underneath color. All in all, it's doing good though. I love these colors together too. Here's one. That's terrible for some reason. He does have a plan. He does have a plan, Melody, always. You know, we don't understand it, but we don't have to. And, you know, when you learn that as you get older, you learn that whatever his plan is perfect, and we don't have to understand it. We just have to trust it. What do you think so far, Lisa Carroll? Phone call. Be right back. Oh, good. It's coming up a lot. Look at that. That is awesome when that happens. Here's one more. Oh, I see a few more too. They're really hard. You have to kind of look for the little raised area. It's about the only hint you have. And you can do this the other way and make your stencil. There, I need to touch two places up. That's okay, I will. But this is the gist of it, and then I'll touch some up. There you go. So that color is underneath. That's the color. You do like it. Good. Good. I like the design too. I really do. I'm going to get a little art brush and touch a little bit up that I nicked. They're going to be real pretty when we get her some gold covers on her couch. And this is about the colors in her new kitchen curtains. So all you have to do is just get a little art brush, and anything that looks like it pulled a little dab of paint off, just touch it up. And that kind of makes it look more hand painted anyway. But you know, you see stuff, cute stuff at the Dollar Tree, stickers and all that. You can do the same thing with any of those cute little Dollar Tree stickers. And this is chalk paint. And the paint on the gold paint is acrylic paint. It doesn't matter. You can use either or. You could have used acrylic on the bottom and chalk on the top. It wouldn't matter. Where did you get the tray? Gosh, I got this tray at Goodwill a long time ago. The sticker's still on the back of it, and paid $6 for this. And it was light gray. I painted this for her a long time ago. And I was over at her house a while ago, and I said, let me take that tray and redo it. She said, okay. So that's why I'm doing this, because I confiscated her tray. Okay, it looks good. Looks good. Now let me go over it with a little bit of gold. Whoa, in a few places. Oh, there goes my music alarm, right? My dogs. I do not have rights to that. Actually, I do have rights to that, but it's not music. Okay, I see a couple of little places that got just a little scratch. Let me go around this side. Okay. I think by George. We about got, oh, that's blue. I was just about to touch that blue with the gold paint. That's what I was thinking. What? Looks great. Watching. Hey, Helen, how are you? What were you just thinking, Stacy? I missed comments, I guess. Hey, Mom. My mother's on here. Hey, Deborah. How's your knee, Mom? Y'all, Nancy Lethco that's on here is my mother. Except she's not here anymore. She's at home. Oh, my music. Oh, girl. Every time that happens, Facebook causes me a problem. I wish they'd realize my dog barking is I'm not playing no music. My music. Okay. I'm going to touch up the sides. I was just trying to think if it needed any more details. I don't think so. How are you, Deborah? Any of you guys are at home watching me do this, just say hello so I'll know you're here. Actually, so Facebook will know you're here. I know I had 5 different ladies come up to me at church Sunday and say, oh, I watched your little snowman candy things. They were so cute. Or I watched your little whatever. I'm like, I didn't see you on. And they're like, well, I know what, but I didn't say anything. I was just watching. My mom used to do that. But sometimes people don't know how to comment either. And that's okay till you learn. But I really need you to, even if you don't hang out. Because here's the example. Like right now I see 20, do I see 20 or 29? 29? You know what? I can't, yeah, 28, 29. Okay, but there might be 10 or 15 people home watching. Right now, Facebook's like, okay, there's 29, when there really might be 39 or 49, you know? So, they need to know that. So now I'm just touching up, making sure I don't see any of that blue through this gold. And that is it, y'all. And somebody asked me what something said behind me. Who was that? I didn't ignore you, I forgot. Hey, Marley's mom. Her name's Nancy. Hey, Helen, 28, 27. Love the color, Connie. This is my sister-in-law's tray. And it was gray. And she's got a fairly new living room suit. And she's trying to redo some colors. And she got some curtains in her kitchen that are kind of off from the living room. But you can see them. She's got an open concept room. And there's a little bit of kind of grayish blue gold leaves. And she's wanting some gold pillows on her couch. And said, okay, let's take that tray and put the same color as your furniture, which is this color. Really looks blue here, but it's the very same paint. Watching from Southwest Louisiana. Welcome, Judy. And so we're going to order her some gold throw pillows. Actually, maybe like the ones on my couch. And add some gold with that. And she's going to be all set. Because she's got a huge ottoman in the middle of the floor and it's dark. So we thought, okay, let's brighten it up a little bit. You're coming on early now. No, tonight I have a class in just a little bit. So I actually came on at 8 o'clock. It's just whenever I have time. And when I was doing 30 Days of Pumpkins, Pinky, I tried to come on every night or almost every night, except sometimes not church nights, at 7:30. That way everybody would kind of know who was trying to follow those. And before that, I would come on every night about 9 o'clock, sometimes 9:15. And when I first started doing this, I would craft till midnight sometimes. Had quite a few people on here, but I don't do that very often anymore, even though some days I would like to, I think. So, no, my normal time is around 9 o'clock, kind of. Now, Saturday, I'm going to be in an event, and it's Memphis Bells is putting the event on, and it's going to be a lot of different ladies. So a lot of them are in Memphis, but I'm not, but they just invited me. And it starts at, I think, 1 o'clock. The poster's on my page. And the name of the event, the theme for the event, I should say, is heavy metal. Yeah, heavy metal. So I'm going to do something Saturday with metal. So I can't tell you what. It's got to be a surprise. Some of you might already know, or think you do, think you know. I can't tell you if you even guess it. But it's going to be a surprise, and I think it's going to be, if I'm not mistaken, my segment is 6 o'clock our time, Eastern Standard Time. But if you'll go to the poster on my page, you'll see it. It's kind of purple, and it's got like some barbed wire, I think. She did a great job putting that poster together. And so that's what time I'm going to be on Saturday for that event. I still see a few little places I need to touch up right here. And so you guys come on Saturday, and what you can do is look at that poster that's on my page and get a piece of paper. You can screenshot it, save it, or get a piece of paper and write down each one and go ahead and share them and like their page and be ready to watch them on Saturday. There's going to be some, hi Jim, there's going to be, is it Jim or Vicky? Or is it Jim Vicky? A lot of husbands and wives have the same page. And so Elaine, she comes in under Frank. So for a long time we called her Frank's wife. And so I would just say, hey, Frank's wife. So she finally started telling us who she was. So a lot of people do come on their husband's page too. So welcome. Okay. Except for painting the outside, and I won't do that and bore you guys with it. I'm probably done. So that is all for tonight. And it is 9 o'clock. So I did it in an hour. Anyway, if you're watching me right now, chances are you're watching the replay, because this red live button is probably not there. And if you're watching the replay, please type in hashtag replay and let me know that you've been here. And I will try to be on, let's see, what's tomorrow? Tuesday? Yes, I will try to be on tomorrow. I started to come on tomorrow. Let me ask you guys let me get rid of that. Let me ask you guys while we're on here, we'll just chat a minute. One lucky sister-in-law. Yeah, she is, isn't she, Patty? I'm kind of lucky too. She's sweet. Thank you. But is anybody interested in me coming on during the day? Everybody like this time? Or, I mean, sometimes I think about coming on at like 2 or 3 o'clock, but it's kind of hard to come on at 2 or 3 o'clock and then come on again at 9 o'clock. I mean, you know, I have life. I have laundry and the groceries and stuff just like everybody else. So, you know, I was just wondering if you guys are night owls and even need it later, or if a lot of you would like to see me come on like early afternoon. And I'm not a morning person, so I ain't coming on in the morning. Y'all don't want me to come on in the morning. Yeah, I'm married to her brother for a long time. Oh, you're sweet, sweetheart. Hi, Victoria. So anyway, that's just what I was thinking. What is the best time? If you had to say, this is my best time, what time would that be? Just throw some numbers out there. Night owl. So even later than this for you, Nancy? Florida's a night owl. Um, 8 o'clock, 8:30, 9 o'clock. Becky. Evenings, 9 o'clock. Okay, so you guys are really loving this. Like this time? Okay. I just wondered, you know, sometimes people come on and watch because they want to watch you. And then sometimes they're, you know, I mean, I see a lot of people on at 2 o'clock and 3 o'clock and 9 a.m. and 8 o'clock in the morning and all that stuff. Good as it is, 9 o'clock, evening. So, okay, I'll just stick with what I'm doing because, you know, after my whole day, usually this is when I can relax and unwind and I don't get interrupted. And, you know, I'm not bombarded with phone calls and people and kids and, you know, all that good stuff. And I've got everything done and dinner's done. And so then I can relax more and do it. Okay. Well, I will just, it's hard for me to stay up past 10. Yeah, you do get up at 5. Usually I try to come on somewhere between 8 o'clock and 9 o'clock. You're a night owl. I used to come on at 9 o'clock or 9:30 and craft till like midnight. And I have done that. I haven't done that in a long time, but I used to do 2 or 3 crafts before I went to bed because I just couldn't sleep, so I just crafted. Anyway, Becky, let me know if I can help you. Seriously. All right, you guys, I'm done. What I'm going to do is just touch up a couple little places on this M, and I'm going to put another coat on the outside, but y'all don't need to sit here and watch me do that. And I am going to top coat this tomorrow and get this back to her so she can use it. Okay, anyway, you guys, thanks for hopping on. Appreciate you sharing me out. And I hope you have a good night. And I will see you hopefully tomorrow. I always post a couple of hours before I go. Sometimes if I know when I'm coming on tomorrow night, like say if I knew I was coming on for sure tomorrow night, I would go ahead and schedule a post and put it up. I just don't always know. So, you work Monday nights and Tuesday nights. It's really hard for me to come on any earlier than like 9, especially on Wednesday and Sunday nights if I get to, because of church. By the time I walk in the door and take care of my granddaughter and feed her, I mean, it's 9 o'clock. So, okay. All right, you guys. See ya. Good night.